Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. This channel is about love, positivity, beauty, and real life. And if you're down with that, stick around. So in today's video, I was actually tagged by Alexis, aka She's Late to the Party. I will link her channel down below. Alexis, thank you for tagging me in this video. This is a tag that was started by Metamorphosis Rox, and this is the Spoonie Tag. And a Spoonie is somebody that suffers from a chronic illness, an illness that is visible or invisible. So I wanted to start out by saying that I have a couple illnesses and I have a couple ailments. So I wanted to get one of them out of the way kind of before I start answering these questions. So this, I was going to say might sound silly, but it's really not silly. I have hormonal acne, and I actually have cystic acne. And as a tiny beauty influencer, it is actually really hard for me sometimes. I have actually had to wait to make videos until my flare-up calmed down. It's hard sometimes and it's embarrassing, and there are so many people that suffer with acne, and there are other beauty influencers that suffer with acne as well. Acne is something that is just terrible and hard to deal with, and it's the most annoying thing in the world, and if you have it, you know what I mean. Hopefully that will be out of my life soon with the routine that I am following. So I just wanted to get that one out of the way. Everything that I'm talking about today I have shared with you guys before in other videos. I just didn't know I was a spoonie. I was talking to another YouTuber and I was like, am I considered a spoonie? And we figured out that I am. So I'm gonna get into another thing that I have, which is an eating disorder. And I am going to make a dedicated video on my eating disorder. I'm just not going to make that the primary focus of this video. So my eating disorder is considered EDNOS, eating disorder not otherwise specified, because I do not binge, I do not purge, I just have problems eating, but they are severe enough that they are categorized as an eating disorder. And I am currently, if you guys watch my doctor video, trying to find a new doctor to start taking care of all of my ailments. So we have the acne, we have the eating disorder. I want to bring up anxiety and depression. I have suffered with anxiety my entire life, and I have also suffered with depression throughout my life, and I feel like the depression can be brought on by some of the ailments and illnesses, and personally for me, I feel like my depression is situational depression, meaning I'll get depressed because of a situation that's going on with me, whether it's an illness or it's something going on with my family or something going on at work, or just something that's like really extremely stressful, and it can just put me into a depression where I don't get out of bed, I don't shower, I don't eat, I'm just a freaking mess. So I have those bouts, but I haven't had a really bad bout in a long time, and actually, you guys can believe me or not, but ever since I started my YouTube channel, my health and my well-being has progressed and been so much better. It's not even funny. Like, my channel has helped me so much, and that is because of you guys. You guys have helped me so much, so much. I cannot even begin to tell you. So we're gonna get right into the main focus of these questions. So I'm going to answer these questions based upon my most serious ailment slash illness at this point, which is my endometriosis. So, question number 1, have you been officially diagnosed? Yes, I have been officially diagnosed with endometriosis. My sister was diagnosed with endometriosis probably about 8 months ago, and I went to my doctor. So I've gotten the ultrasound, and I got like that like probe thing that like goes in you and like looks for cysts and stuff, and they didn't see anything. And because I had the exact same symptoms as my sister, and endometriosis runs in families, they decided to diagnose me with endometriosis. So yes, I have been officially diagnosed. So question number 2, how long have you lived with this condition? So I started having pain back in 2014. And that was around the time that I met Rocco. I think I met Rocco in, 2014. So I started having really bad pain, and I know what normal cramps feel like when I have my period, and these were not normal. And it started to get worse and worse. And I kind of ignored it for like 2 years, thinking it might just be an ovarian cyst, because all of my friends were like, oh yeah, like that's happened to me, and then the cyst will like pop, or you'll have to get it like removed or frozen or whatever, and it's no big deal. Well, that did not end up happening. I ended up continuously having a lot of pain. The pain continued, and the pain got worse. And the pain got to the point where I would go to work hunched over, literally just like walking around like this. And I eventually did have to tell my boss that I had endometriosis. And my boss was extremely understanding. My boss knows everything about my life. My boss knows that I have a YouTube channel. My boss knows everything about my life and was completely understanding of my situation. And, I had to tell my boss that, some days I'm going to be hunched over and I'm going to be okay, I used to have a period of about 3 days where I was just completely knocked down in pain when I had my period. Now, my doctor told me that with the endometriosis, if you go on birth control or you get a new IUD, the pain will get better. And since I already had an IUD, I just got that one taken out and I got a new one put in, and the pain did lessen. So instead of going from 3 days of being knocked down in pain, I now really only have sometimes 1 day, sometimes 2 days. Usually it's around a day and a half right now, and apparently it's only going to get better. So I'm hoping that that's the case. So number 3, are you heat or cold activated? Do you feel you have more energy on warm days or cold days? So I hate the cold. I feel like I have more energy on warm days, but my condition doesn't get worse on warm or cold days. I just am saying basically that I enjoy warm days more than cold. I will tell you right now, when we're talking about hot or cold, I do use heating pads to put on my lower abdomen where my ovaries are when I'm having the really bad endometriosis pain, and that helps. So that kind of coincides with that question, I think. Do you have comfort food? So yes, of course, I have comfort food. Even though I do struggle with an eating disorder, my favorite comfort food is cinnamon buns with icing in the microwave is my all-time ultimate comfort food. Number 5, do you have any positives to your struggle? I'm grateful that I don't have it as bad as some people do. I'm still able to go to work, and that is a blessing. I know that I can push myself to do anything that I want to do in life, and I am not limited by my endometriosis. I'm not limited by it, and I'm not going to let it limit me. I'm going to continue to do what I love. I'm going to continue to make videos and make content and work a full-time job. And, you know, I'm not going to let my endometriosis stop me, and I'm not going to let my anxiety or my depression or my eating disorder or any of my ailments stop me. So it kind of coincides with the whole basis of my channel, is just like positivity on a daily basis, no matter what you're going through, you know. And my illness is an illness that you can't see by looking at me. So yeah, the positives to my struggle is just that I know that no matter what's going on, I can stay positive because I have been so positive through this whole thing. So that is the positive to my struggle, is remaining positive. Number 6 is most important advice you can give to a fellow Spoonie. So my advice to a fellow Spoonie would just be, surround yourself with people that are positive. You have to just try to focus on the solution to the problem. And if there is no solution, then just try to remain positive. And just know that there are other Spoonies out there that will be willing to talk to you and willing to help you. And I am one of those. So if there are any other Spoonies out there that ever feel like they need to talk, my DMs are open. Okay. Number 7 is most important advice to a family member of a Spoonie. Okay, so the most important advice to a family member of a Spoonie is, don't be on top of us all the time asking, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? It just reminds us of our illnesses and our ailments, you know. It's okay to ask every once in a while, you know, but just be there for them and say, hey, like, is there anything that I can do for you today? I know that you're not feeling well. Just show them love and show them that you care, and just try to understand that even if it's an illness that you cannot see, that person is still struggling. So I would also say, do research on what they have so that you can get a better understanding of it. So I would say definitely, if you don't understand the illness or the ailment, do your research and just be supportive and just try to help that person out as much as humanly possible. And then number 8, what do you want people to know? So I want people to know that there are a lot of Spoonies out here. You know, just treat us like you would treat anybody else, you know, and just treat us with respect, and just know that when you look at somebody, even if they don't look sick, it doesn't mean that they're not going through something, you know. It doesn't mean that they're not in pain or they don't have something going on with them, whether it's physical or mental, you know. And I do want people to know that I don't define myself by my ailments and my illnesses. And that's why it's kind of hard to talk about, because I don't want people to define me by these things. And I made endometriosis the main focus because it's the one that affects me the most. So I think that's really it, you guys. I want to bring awareness to Spoonies, and, you know, there are some people that don't really have family, or, you know, their family might not be understanding. And, you know, if that's the case, then connect with another Spoonie or connect with somebody that understands. I'm tagging anybody that is watching this video right now that has a chronic illness or an ailment, and you consider yourself a Spoonie. Do this video, you know, share it. We're trying to spread awareness and support other Spoonies. So yeah, so that's it. That's all I have to say. And if you like this video, then like this video. And if you like my content, then subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.